Hi folks, you must be wondering that what I am doing with the new Verna again. So let me remind you that last time we only drove the 1.5 litre turbo petrol variant, and quite a few of you asked me on the app that where is our review of the 1.5 litre naturally aspirated variant or the MPI Verna. So here we are, we finally have the car with us and we are going to give you all the details. I am Shubham Parashar, you are watching Park Plus, and let's get rolling. Now I am not going to dive too much into the details. How's the design of the car, how's the legroom at the rear, what all feature it has got, or how's the boot space. All that detail is live on the first review itself. So that review is live on the YouTube handle, on the Park Plus app, and the link is given in the description below. But just to summarize, the car looks quite sharp. While the front-end design is a bit controversial, the fastback profile with sloping roofline and the angular tail sporting sleek connected tail lights are the angles you will find more attractive and reminds me of the Audi A7 if you will. The only difference in the MPI version is you get these neatly finished 16-inch dual-tone alloy wheels, और Verna 1.5 Turbo में आपको 16-inch के all black alloy wheels मिलते हैं. That said, cabin के अंदर you see more significant changes. As opposed to the all black interior in the turbo variant that looks quite sporty with all that red stitching and all, this one looks very sophisticated. यहाँ पर dual tone treatment आपको देखने के लिए मिलता है. Black on the top and beige seat covers. Quite nice, quite elegant and quite practical as well. काफ़ी अच्छे यहाँ पर cup holder के लिए space है and काफ़ी features भी हैं. You have got wireless charging, 10.25 inch का touchscreen infotainment system with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto and the Blue Link connected tech as well. Though Apple CarPlay, Android Auto wired है यहाँ पर. सामने मेरे 10.25 इंच का डिजिटल इंस्ट्रूमेंट क्लस्टर है which looks quite crisp. यहाँ पर ग्राफिक्स काफ़ी अच्छे हैं, स्क्रीन पे भी ग्राफिक्स काफ़ी अच्छे हैं and new steering wheel as well. Level 2 autonomous features ADAS, that is Advanced Driver Assistance System, भी आपको इस Verna में 1.5 MPI में भी मिलता है. So again a very niche feature to have. Sunroof also you have got, and my personal favorite feature, new ambient lighting system and this Bose surround sound system which sounds very acoustic and very nice. बेस काफ़ी अच्छी है, मिड्स भी इसके अच्छे हैं, ट्रेबल भी अच्छे हैं, सो काफ़ी अच्छा बैलेंस है और अपने सेगमेंट की सबसे बेस्ट साउंड सिस्टम है. Yes, it is the best sounding sound system in the segment. And speaking of segment best, and then you have got some segment best features in the Hyundai Verna like ventilated and heated seats. Heated seats is offered only in the Verna in this segment. So yes, that's the segment best feature, and you have got this switch here which converts the entire aircon display to your stereo control. So yes, this is also a very cool and nifty feature to have. Creature comforts is one department where the Hyundai Verna dominates in typical Hyundai fashion. अब चलिए ड्राइवर सीट की कहानी देखते हैं. After all, it's the biggest differentiator. So the Verna MPI petrol iteration gets a 1.5 litre naturally aspirated petrol engine, and it belts out around 113 brake horsepower at 6300 RPM and 144 Newton meters of peak torque at around 4500 RPM, and those are segment best power figures. And towards the low end, you get a very meaty torque. Yes, the torque is strong at the low end, so in city traffic, to navigate through the traffic, it feels strong and you have got ample reservoir power there. Mid-range, you have got a bit lag at around 3700 RPM, but top end makes up for it. So you get a second wind after 4800 RPM, and yes, the car pulls strongly there. For the most part, the engine feels quite sophisticated. In fact, mile bunching is quite easy and relaxing with this powertrain. Now, when you will compare it to the turbo variant, of course, it's not as eager or as performance oriented because that has got pretty much double power figures, so to say. But yes, as far as naturally aspirated engine are concerned, you won't complain as such. So that's a very good aspect of the Hyundai Verna. Also, this engine feels very smooth and more refined than the turbo. Yes, it's slightly more refined and is very silent, so fatigue levels are quite in check. That's again a big plus for this engine. On the highway, when you're cruising, if you want to cruise in a very relaxed manner, I think this is the car you should go for, because also it delivers quite good fuel economy figures. In city, I have been getting around 14 kilometers per liter in city traffic, and that's Delhi city traffic that's getting chaotic day by day, and that's still impressive for me. The 8-speed automatic gearbox is again smooth. You have got drive modes, so eco is there, normal is there. When you put it in sport, the gearbox, it holds the revs, so yes, you can again push it to the limit. Towards the top end, yes, the engine gets a bit growly, you get to hear it, but again, nothing that is unnerving.
So the linear progression in power builds up on its cruising abilities. The Verna feels very comfortable right from go and has a sense of sophistication, and the ride quality complements that character.
On the handling front, it's not much different from the turbo variant, but yes, it's slightly more comfortable because suspension, it has just that right amount of softness to it. The good part is that it tackles undulations and sharp surfaces quite well. You don't feel much movement inside the cabin, so you don't feel sideward movement or upward movement, and that's a good thing. But it also has a bit of stiffness, so you feel a bit pinch in your back when you are crashing through potholes or when you are speeding over rough patches, but that's about it. Nothing that you should be worrying about. So yes, as an overall package, it's quite well balanced.
The Verna has you covered when it comes to safety features as well. Majorly, it has got 6 airbags and level 2 ADAS features, which is so much in vogue.
So all those features, forward collision mitigation and warning, rear cross traffic alert, lane change warning and lane change monitoring, it also assists you, gets you back on the right lane if you are trying to change a lane when there is vehicle passing by. So good on those terms. Also, I love the way the ADAS responds, because in all the cars that I have been driving so far, and especially in the mass budget cars, that panic braking is really unnerving. It really gets me uncomfortable. But in the Verna, how it helps you that it kind of slows the vehicle down a bit beforehand. Yes, so it will analyze the situation, it will start applying the brake, and only if if it senses that there is a chance of collision, it will do that panic braking. Still, you will be prepared for it. So that's a very good way the ADAS features behaves in the new Hyundai Verna, and I really like that about this car.
Prices for the Hyundai Verna 1.5 Mpi begin at 10,97,000 rupees, while they go up to 16,20,000 rupees. It is offered in EX, S, SX and SX optional variants, and is around 1,20,000 rupees more affordable than the equivalent turbo variant.
So on to the verdict now, what we think of the 1.5 Mpi Hyundai Verna. Now if you're someone who loves spirited driving, the turbo variant is for you, but for every other thing, for your normal highway commute, city commute, relaxed cruising, and for your family to be comfortable, Verna is all the car you need. It has got all the features, all the bells and whistles, looks quite sophisticated on the inside, and the engine, the power delivery is strong and very smooth, very refined. So yes, this is all the car you need in this segment.